Okay, next up, we have probably one of the strongest, skills. It has some of the better stuff. Justice had its really good highs, but also had its really, really, really bad lows. But hunting, on the other hand, is actually one of the better skills in the game. I would actually put it in at least the top three skills, in my opinion. So let's start off with the level 10 unlock being the Frontier Knife. Okay, so the Frontier Knife you unlock at level 10, does 50 damage to the body, and that's it. It's pretty much just a kukri. However, there's a couple discrepancies I have. There's a couple things wrong about it. So it has no right click swing. It only has one left click swing, and the time in between swings is probably about a second or two. And in my opinion, it's actually pretty good for when you unlock it and how spammy it is. By the time your second swing comes around, you can already swing and kill the person you're fighting. In my opinion, you actually do not have to get a kukri anymore. I would have said, if you had asked me a couple years ago, I would have said kukri isn't necessary for PvP because of how cheesy it was. You can just get a really quick kill. With how many melees were added in the progression update, I would say this and a couple other items on this list are actually worth using. And honestly, don't get a kukri, just use this, all right? Because this is a really good weapon. You get it so early into the skill itself. It's really worth using, and you get $2,000. I'm gonna have to put it. I'm gonna have to put it at low A. I mean, it's not crazy or anything, but it's really good if you're a new player, and it's really good if you don't want the kukri. All right, so next up on our list, we have the 1886 lapel rifle. Okay, so I see the 1886 Labelle rifle is a level 30 unlock, doing 45 damage to the body and 72 to the head. This gun is so disappointing, dude. It could have been potentially one of the best weapons in the whole update. It doesn't take the longest time to get to level 30 hunting if you've got a really good hunting route, but the bolt action just holds this gun back so far. It has 10 rounds. It has 6-second reload, I believe. 6-8 second reload. Faster than the Winchester. But the bolt action is just so shit. It makes the whole weapon feel jank. It throws the whole thing off. The bolt action holds this thing back so far just from DPS. Because if you really wanted a solid rifle, like I said with the Spencer, you can just do 2 5-minute bank robberies juxtaposed to up to 10 hours of farming animals. This weapon is such a large letdown, and it takes a little while to get. I'm gonna have to put it at C tier, dude. It's serviceable. I want to use this gun. I want to use it so bad, but it's just I can't justify using it. C tier. I would genuinely say, out of top 5 weapons in the whole update, this is number 1. This is the number 1 weapon added in this entire update, dude. This gun is so fucking good, and it's the only weapon worth the grind. Unlocked at level 50, the Henry Marksman does 80 damage at close range, 64 for mid to long range, 160 damage to the head, 128 damage to the head from close to long range. It is the best weapon in my opinion. This weapon deserves instant S tier. It is so good. It's almost like a laser. You have to account for a little bit of drop off, okay? And you have to lead your shots a bit if you want a headshot from long range. But it is literally the most solid weapon in the whole update. Imagine the Sharps, but you put it on steroids for 10 years straight and locked it up in a basement and put it on the craziest workout routine like ever in fucking history. This weapon, I cannot sell it to you enough. It's the greatest sniper behind the Spitfire. Okay, so I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm probably the only Caplock fan in the entire world in the Wild West, and I love muskets, dude. I love the Giselle musket. I love the Hawken musket. So this weapon, it's unlocked at level 70. It does 75 damage to the body, 120 to the head, and honestly, as a level 70 unlock, with how it's balanced, it is so fucking dog shit. This is conventionally not a good gun whatsoever. But the vanity of this weapon is so fucking cool, dude. This weapon is so awesome. It just has the sauce, man. Muskets are fucking dope. However, a 15-second reload and 97% accuracy is unacceptable. This gun needs 100% accuracy. I think every musket needs 100% accuracy. Because as soon as you get on a horse, your accuracy just gets raped. It's gone. And sometimes you'll just fucking miss for some reason. Like, you'll be dead on with the player, but because of the 97% accuracy, oh, that little 3% really just fucks you over that bad. And for level 70, you've wasted your time. I love cap locks. I deliberately invested time to get this done, so that's on me, and I love this gun. But if you're just a regular player, do not grind for this thing, dude. Top of D tier. Alright. Okay, so exploration. We just came back from one of the highest highs, but also some of the lowest lows, much like Justice. Exploration is pretty gimmicky. Exploration is just one of those stats that you're just gonna kind of be, progressing through at a fairly regular rate if you do your daily treasure charts and kill NPCs. And the first unlock is the machete at level 10 or 15, I think. The machete, it's actually pretty fucking dog shit. Alright? So, the machete, for when you unlock it, you could have already gotten the Frontier Knife and the Army No. 2 revolver. And the machete has a blocking mechanic, much like the Captain Saber from the Pirate Game Pass. However, why the fuck would you ever want to block when you can kill somebody, like with the Frontier Knife? Defensive melee combat is absolutely non-existent on this game. Okay, and for some reason, when you swing this weapon, it takes away your stamina for some reason. For some fucking reason, it just takes away your stamina. And for that purpose, it's going bottom of D tier. Alright, this gun, or not gun, what am I saying? This melee is not worth grinding for. And honestly, it should have just not been implemented in the first place. It desperately needs a rework. D tier. Okay, next up on this list, we've got the Elliott 5-shot, which I would actually say is a really, really, really fucking good gun. Okay, some people do not give the Elliott 5-shot nearly enough credit with how spammy it is and how much the 5-shot mechanic is like just amazing. This is one of my favorite guns in this whole update. It's easily top 5, alright? Probably 4 or 3rd place in my opinion. I love this gun. It's so fun. And for, when you unlock it, level 25, okay, let's get the stats out of the way. I believe it has a 3.4 second reload, and it does 16 body damage. It used to do 15 in older versions of the game if you watch Frenzy's weapon showcase video. Now it does 16 damage, 32 to the head. If you have good aim, if you have good tracking, this gun is a must-use in my opinion. I love using this gun. It's so fun, and it's actually really good. I'm gonna have to give this high A tier, dude. This is a really solid gun. I'm gonna put it above the Army. I use this gun all the time, too. Okay, so I mentioned I'm a cap lock lover. I love using cap locks. The cap lock, in my opinion, I have a lot of fun using. Like, it's just not a good gun, dude. Like, it's just not good. So, the cap lock has a 5-second reload if you reload cancel. Alright, does 56 damage to the body, I believe, or 55, and it does 138 damage to the head, I'm pretty sure, or 136, something around there. It has really terrible drop-off, okay? This weapon's range drop-off is awful, and the accuracy is also pretty awful, but it also has a 0.5 second time in between shots because the butt of the cap needs to hit the nipple so the primer can activate before you can shoot the gun. So you need to accurately time when you can shoot this weapon to land your shot. And usually, at least in my opinion, my experience, it is pure luck if I hit this thing. So by the time I already want to hit the person in front of me, they have long gone moved. They have literally moved halfway across the world. So, in my opinion, for when you unlock this, mind you, this is a level 50 unlock, do not use this gun. Alright? This is going in C tier. It's really fun. I love all cap locks. I love them all equally. I might love the Hawken a little more than most, but it's a terrible gun. C tier.